up. So the posture is you're coming into a place of having some fun, a zone of fun. So the breathing is also to activate that life force energy. So in order to be healthy, you must engage in that imagination, the creativity, and the spontaneity. And I will come why the imagination important for that anxiety and the panic attack in the end. So now take a deep breath in and very gently roll your shoulders back. But when you're rolling back, feel that breath is coming deep down to the tailbone. And when you're breathing out, roll the shoulders back. And when you're breathing in, try to elevate that space of the heart and the spine. Few more times. Now take the same breath. Now roll the shoulders into the front. So take a deep breath in, into the end of the spinal column. Hold the breath out, roll the shoulders back. So there is a tiny pressure on the C1, C2, C3 spine on the cervical level. Now very gently take that deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up, higher, 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 and breathe out completely and release. Shake the hands. So you might feel the body wants to take another direction. Please do so. You might want to have a twist. If not, take another deep breath in and shrug the shoulders up. So allow this time, breath out, to come into that intuitiveness, come into that space of spontaneity, and in a way of outrageous. Take another deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back, open up widely the jaw, widely. Breathe out, chin to the chest, back of the neck open. Now take a deep breath in and very gently twist the spine to the out breath onto the left side. Now very gently allow this inquiry of when and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed and completely comfortable to be yourself. This is very important to work with the inner child. Now bring that imagination into the mind. Some of you might be the grandchildren, some of you might be a partner, some of you might be the children, some of you might be the loved ones, some of you might be the spiritual people, whatever. Now take that deep breath in and come back and change the formation of the legs. And very gently take another deep breath in and very gently out breath, twisting the spine to the right side. Now very gently coming into that space of your inner space, the inner child can be your strongest ally, or it can be the opposite to that, or the biggest foe. It can assist to heal the childhood pain, rejection, and the loneliness. And for me, it is most of the time the abandonment. So take that deep breath in and coming back into the center. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now very gently, take a deep breath in and stretch the left arm onto the left side and onto the floor, and very gently take that right arm above your head and drop the left elbow a little bit more and try to keep that right knee down and try not to push that hip too much high. There are two things happening. You want to stretch that right elbow. You want to also get that right hip onto the floor, right buttocks onto the floor, right knee onto the floor. Now, opening up the rib cage is a part of opening up into that space. Now, take a deep breath in and coming back. Very gently, shoulders relax and chest open. If you want to change the leg formation, change it, and do it to the right side. Now we are just coming into that space of healing the pain, healing the rejection, healing the loneliness, and healing that space of abandonment. So take the practice as an adventure that helping you to become more confident, more original, and more bold and more daring. Or it can make you behave in a childish way. So very gently come back and very gently into the center. Now very gently into a seated cat. Breathe out. Very gently consciously bring up that anxiety and fear and the suspicion. This practice is you can heal your childhood pain and discover your independence from that pain. Independence and coming into that compassion, coming into that creativity. Breathing in into a cow. Very gently push the shoulders, roll the shoulders, push the belly. Breathe out into the space of the cat. Breathing in. Now connect into your integrity, connect into your divinity, connect into your purest form. Purest form. Just by breathing and moving the body, and let it believe in that space of the miracle, space of the healing, space of the creation, space of the mystery, space of the magic in your life. Now very gently take that deep breath in and very gently drop those elbows into the front. Knees a little bit more apart and opening up. If it is too hard in this morning, use a bolster and very gently drop it. Keep those knees and hips space and very gently look into that space. Now, if you can very gently visit your childhood when you were a certain age where you feel things are coming up, I want you to look into your eyes then. I want you to look into the expression of your face then, because you're looking from outside into a past. Or if you have a photo later, you can look into that space. Now, I just want to tell you, if this space has a voice, what would that space would say to you? What is that space is going through? Now take that deep breath in and very gently coming back, shoulders relax, and very gently twisting the spine again to the left. Left is the mother side, so that's why we are going more on that side. Opening up, and this will be also people who have lost their mother. And very gently allowing that space to come into. Breathing in very gently, coming back into the center. Change the leg formation. Roll your body again into the forward with that extension. Very gently breathing in. Also, you can later take your non-dominant hand and write about where this inner child wants to connect to you on writing. Your name, and I feel, and you can just write as a child. Give the little chance to express itself, or take a scrapbook and work it out what's coming up for you. And then write a loving response from the adult you to that child. So take the non-dominant hand to do this writing today, not your writing hand on the right side is the dominant hand for most of you. That's the adult hand. Now very gently take that deep breath in and very gently coming back. Shoulders relax. Twist the spine to the right side. This is the Pita, the father side. So ask the child in you what she or he needs to feel better. Now you're the parent here. Then follow the child's recommendation for the next week until I come back again, if you're only going to do a week, or until tomorrow. Take that deep breath in and very gently coming back into the center. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now, if you have a bolster, put the bolster into the back, otherwise, to support your lower back. Otherwise, very gently dropping the elbows and tilting the head back, very gently without cutting the air supply, and keep your hips and the knees open. Shoulders relax and chest open, very gently. So your hips are on the floor, your elbows can be on the floor, and very gently you're not totally tilting the head back, coming into that space where you're holding back with the chest congestion, feeling blocked, difficulty in communicating, and asking for what you want, allowing. This is when you allow the others to dictate you. Doing as they say and then feeling angry and resentful. So take that deep breath in and coming into that space of the child and very gently guiding your place, but with monitoring of your adult self. Now very gently take that deep breath in and coming back. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now you understand that the need for the attention, for love, most of our patterns happens. Or feeling left out, or feeling upset, not sure how to deal with life. Now every time this happens, we trigger that childhood fear. We trigger that, especially if the parents are not settling in a family. This is a huge thing for children. Because children hold on to guilt and make themselves sick by taking on parents' worries or believes in punishment for bad things that are happening in the family. Feeling unworthy and undeserving of love and affection. And this can go up to the adulthood if this inner battle is not sorted out. Now take that deep breath in and shoulders relax. Now very gently, where your knees are, bring your feet there, bend the knees. Where your knees have dropped, bring the feet there. So it's a quite wider openness. Now take a deep breath in and push the elbows into the knee and coming into a place of pranam position. Now, all what you do is not curving the spine, taking that deep breath in, shoulders roll back and opening up that chest. And I want you to very gently opening up into that space, breathing in and very gently opening up into that space, opening into that space a little bit more. So you need to look at the problems your body is experiencing as a metaphorical representation of the challenges you're dealing with in your life. So take that deep breath in, very gently now, palms onto the floor, very gently. Palms onto the floor, into the front or into the back, wherever it is important for you. If it is back, very gently feet onto the floor and very gently breathing out, coming onto a tabletop. So your feet can be hip apart, not too much apart like last time. Push the bum up, bum up, take a deep breath in, very gently coming up. Now, push the bum up and very gently come down, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now, very gently, palms onto the floor in the back and dropping the knees onto the right side. Just one knee folding inward. And even if the body is too harsh, drop the elbows and dropping onto the other side very gently. Take that deep breath in, very gently dropping one, rolling, and the other is following, breathing in. Now, there's a lethargicness comes with this posture. If you want to lie down, it's fine with me, but if you can do it while the elbows on the floor, very gently dropping the knees onto side to side, releasing the tension. Now very gently back to the center. Now feet mat width apart and totally lying down on the floor. Now very gently try to get the knees hitting into one another, into the center, and opening up the feet a little bit more. So squeezing inward, inward. Try to open up the hip by squeezing the knees inward. Now take a deep breath in, shoulders relax, sole of the feet together, knees wide apart. Sole of the feet together, knees wide apart. Very gently take that deep breath in and keeping that palms onto the groin, shoulders relax. Now very gently take a deep breath in and bringing the knees together, shoulders relax, feet on the floor. Now feet onto the floor, tuck the tailbone under, palms next to the hip level and very gently coming into that bridge. Now very gently coming into that bridge on the out breath. Little bit more, squeeze the buttocks, breathe. Palms facing down, shoulders drop a little bit more. Now you can go to the full chakrasana if you wanted to go, palms facing down, elbows lift up and go up higher. But if not, just the bridge and make the bridge stronger. Now take that deep breath in and very gently coming down one vertebra at a time. One vertebra at a time, tucking the tailbone very gently, one at a time, one at a time. Last bit is the bum. Now very gently bring the knees to the chest and completely breathe out. Allow that tailbone to relax. Now take a deep breath in and arms stretch onto the shoulder heights and very gently dropping the knees onto the left side. Now take that deep breath in and very gently coming onto the other side and dropping. Now take a deep breath in and coming back into the center. So palms are under the neck, elbows pointing out, shoulders drop. Take a deep breath in and dropping the knees onto the left side again. Stomach pulled in. Very gently taking that overwhelm pressure from the legs. Very gently taking that fear, that the obstacles that you perceive to be in your way, or you're carrying a heavy load of unresolved issues from the past and it's weighing you down. Now, when you have that childhood energy that is not resolved, you will feel that weight, or some of you will create that weight, feeling that unsupported, buying into self-doubt and insecurity. So we can buying into that self-doubt and insecurity by feeding ourselves the unwanted food or buying things and making it a clutter. So very gently come back into the center and dropping onto the other side. Now very gently, I want you to now come back to the center and very gently take a deep breath in and bring your right leg onto the chest. Now very gently stretch the left leg onto the floor. Now take that deep breath in and I want you to very gently do a tapping on that leg while you're holding with one arm, very gently, whether it's a shins, whether it's where you feel, because the right leg is all about very gently breathing into that space and keep tapping, whether it's a hip, whether it's a thigh, where it is for you. You have to use your one hand and you get to use the other hand to tap it, because this is a part that right leg is difficult in taking action, feeling undermined, feeling restricted, feeling insecure, unsupported, unsteady. And right leg is also give troubles when you're moving in the wrong direction. So you sabotage yourself, the resistance, the flow of life, not giving yourself enough time to tune in and becoming clear about your purpose. You're just walking for the sake of working. You're just being in a relationship for the sake of being in one. You're just doing something for the sake of doing without knowing the purpose of it. Now take that deep breath in and bring that knee to the chest, completely breathe out and holding onto the back of the thigh and very gently stretching up to the ceiling. I want you to, before grounding the leg, feel that the work that you're doing, consciously bringing and removing that restriction in that leg, removing that insecurity in that leg, removing that unsupported part on that, removing that as a child that you felt that you were always told by someone that you're taking the wrong direction. And I want you to remove that sabotaging yourself and resisting the flow of life. So this is the time that you give to yourself to tune and become clear about the purpose. Now, very gently flexing and pointing the foot. Now take a deep breath in and bringing the right knee onto the chest and very gently dropping onto the left side. Now there is a balance that the right has to work with the left. If not, there is an imbalance. So support a cushion and drop it, and very gently your right arm can stretch onto the floor or right can hold onto a place where it is working. Now very gently I want you to comfort the leg and come into a place that you are very gently having that gratitude that your legs are carrying you. And very gently feel that leg and appreciate that things of all the wonderful things that you have done and going to do, your legs allow you to do. Your legs allow you to stand, your legs allow you to walk, your legs allow you to jump, dance, drive, move, so much. Whatever you do, the legs are part of it. Now take that deep breath in, and as a child, what are they worth to you? And as an adult, what are they worth for you? Would you sell them for $1 million? Not likely. Realize that your legs are priceless and you are already abundant. Now very gently bring that knee back to the chest and completely breathe out. Now very gently holding onto with the left arm onto the right ankle, almost like a half lotus, and very gently opening up that hip, very gently opening up that hip, and very gently while you're holding with the left, if you have space, right arm right stretch back onto the floor into the back. Very gently opening up. Allow these meridians to work and ask yourself to release those burdens and obstacles and the limitation, heaviness and the hurt and the anger and the pressure and the fear, the weakness from your legs, as well of any points that you have charged positively and negatively as a child. All the patterns that come contributing into this condition. And take a deep breath and allow the breath to move out very gently as a shift occurs. Focus on all the pressure and the stuffiness that you carry in your legs. Now very gently bring that knee back to the chest. Very gently. And very gently, I want you to shake that leg and release it. Shake that. You can shake it out. You can do it. Shake it out. Now relax. Allow the energy tingle in your legs to happen, because this is to gently take that childhood trauma out of the legs, so as an adult you're free to walk. You're free to take your journey. And also there's a stimulation and the circulation in your leg is better now. Now very gently bring that same attention onto the left leg. Now this leg is, when we are working on the child, very gently bring that left knee onto the chest. This is the leg, once you bring closer, is the hurt, the anger, the oversensitive, self-critical, pressured, worried, being held back by unresolved issues from the past. So this is the leg that has the fear of moving forward and taking responsibility for your actions. So if you're a person, when things goes wrong, you don't want to take responsibility and overly concerned about what other people will think about your choices, doing things that you dislike because you seek approval or need money to survive. Now, this is very relevant because I have read 5 emails. So all of this is on the left leg that you guys are talking about. Now, very gently take that deep breath in, and I want you to hold the leg from one arm and start tapping into this feeling that you have hurt, you have anger, you have oversensitive, you're self-critical, you're pressured, worried, or you're being held by these issues from your past. And that what is not allowing you as fear to move forward. Or you are not taking responsibility if you have failed in an area because you have not done the work. Or you are overly concerned about what other people will think about your choices. Or you're doing things just because you're seeking approval or need money to survive. Now knee to the chest, completely breathe out and hold on to the back of the thigh and stretching up and flexing. Become aware of how you feel the legs. Do they feel bound? Do they feel heavy, light, free, or strong? If the legs has a voice, what is the voice? Are they feel bound, limited? Now very gently take that deep breath in, flexing and pointing and stretching the leg up to the ceiling, opening up, opening up. Very gently bring that knee to the chest and opening up onto a half lotus. half lotus. So holding with the right, stretching the left arm right into the back, opening up that energy channels, and very gently releasing that limitation and the burden. And ask that energy that you are consciously coming into, that intelligence of your body, to help you to release any burdens and limitations. Armpit is very open, has to be open because there is an energy formation. Focus on all the pressure and the stuffiness you carry in that leg. And very gently take that deep breath in and bring in the knee to the chest. Completely breathe out. And dropping the knee, the left has to be connection with the right. So dropping it onto the right side. If there is a cushion, breathe deeply, focus on that tingle effect on your legs and intensify it using the power of your mind. And I want you to direct that warmth and tingling to move around your legs, especially the left leg. Now very gently take that deep breath in. Very gently take that deep breath in. Bring that knee to the chest and shake that leg and shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Almost you're kicking that thing out. If you need to use both legs now, both legs kicking out things. And take a deep breath out and very gently stretch the legs back onto the floor, palms facing up. Now very gently, I want you to deeply focus on the warmth and the tingles in your legs. Intensify it, both legs. Use the energy of your consciousness and imagination. And we have done this on the Yoga Nidra. Direct the warmth and the tingle to move around your legs. Make the energy warm at least for 40-50 seconds. Breathe and make the legs totally warm. You can use your imagination. Imagine that the ray of sun hitting your legs and heating up on a hot summer. Or you're dipping those legs on a warm, salted water. Bring that energy. Why I'm using imagination, I'll tell you later. Warm, heating up the legs. Now take a deep breath in, and I want you to dip them in freezing cold water for 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Feel that cold. Coolness by focusing on blue turquoise color. Now breathing in again back to a warm, hot water where you would have been in a pool of warm water. With the color orange, red. Breathing into that color blue and cooling. Now very gently take that deep breath in and bring those knees to the chest. Completely breathe out. Forehead reaching onto the knee, completely breathe out. Forehead reaching onto the knees, completely breathe out. Now, whether you're holding onto the knees wide apart, or you're holding onto the feet and push the knees under the armpit, almost like a dead bug. Now, very gently, shoulders drop, back of the neck drop, back of the head drop. Don't hold tension from the legs back onto the neck, because then we have to do the neck again. So we are not going to do the neck. So you drop the neck, drop the shoulders, and bring those knees under the armpit and take, if there is a x-ray, you want to get your shoulders spread and your hips spread and your spine spread and your neck spread, your back of the head spread. Breathe. Now very gently, sole of the feet together, knees wide apart. Now under the ankles, locking onto the toes. Now take a deep breath in and bringing those toes onto the forehead. Or very gently breathe out without tightening the throat. Breathe out. Now very gently take a deep breath in and bring the knees to the chest and allow the head to relax. And very gently rock the spine and coming into a Navasana. So coming into the boat pose. Now very gently see whether you can stretch the legs a little bit high to the ceiling. Knee to the chest completely, breathe out. Breathing in Navasana. Arms stretch up to the ceiling or to the side. Breathe out, knees to the chest. Keep the chin up. Breathing in. Breathe out. 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 Knees to the chest. Now, either you stay there and very gently balance, or you lock onto the toes and feet wide apart. Or you can just hold on to the knees slightly and keep the chin up. Breathe. Breathe into that space. Breathe into that space. Keep that spine straight. Breathing into that spine, say don't collapse the spine. Shoulders relax and chest open. Now very gently, knees to the chest. Completely breathe out. Now stretch the legs into the front onto the floor. Shake the legs. Now move your hands along the legs and gently caress them from your ankles to the top of your thighs. Caressing them. Imagine that your fingers are like a big paintbrush and that you are painting your legs in the color of pink. This is a very healing color, so if you become aware of any density, allow the pink color to flow over it, dissipating that density. Very gently sweep the legs from the thighs to the ankles to the feet. Like you're painting. Now very gently, when you're painting the legs, you're bringing that intelligence to increase your confidence and the clarity. Because you need clarity not only on the mind, but the clarity when it's not in the mind, the confidence, it sabotages these areas and they take hostages. So you need that energy to empower the creativity, allowing you to experience the ease and the flow and the balance in your life. And you want your legs to give you strength to follow your dreams with total support from the people around you. If that is happening, then be grateful. Now very gently, I want to make a fist on your hands and massage your legs, focusing on moving forward, being confident and clearing. Very gentle. Whether you want to do the right side, left side, doesn't matter. Whether you want to do both legs, doesn't matter. Imagine your legs moving with ease and grace. Now, if you have problems with other levels of the legs, you can actually use a bristle brush when you're going into the bathroom, in the shower, and you can actually vigorously brush your legs vigorously. Don't do this if you have skin irritation. This is just for if you have varicose veins and other things that. So very gently now take that deep breath in and allowing you to heal and regenerate your legs and the knees and the ankles to their full health and vitality and the flexibility. Now, when we have childhood fears and childhood disease, we get very weak to move forward. So now very gently take that deep breath in and give that good massage, and very gently now bring that left leg, left knee to the chest, and very gently dropping that left foot onto the right top of the thigh, and very gently using your fingers in between the toes and spreading the toes widely like this, and very gently give a good rotation. Now you can put those fingers on the right hand onto the left feet and spread the toes and give a good rotation. Now I'm not going to do the feet because feet and every toe has another emotion to work with, but we will just spread them because we need that potential of the healing to support. So give a rotation to the right, give a rotation to the left, pointing and flexing, flexing, flexing a little bit more, opening up, and then you can go on to the sole of the feet and give a good massage anywhere that you will feel. Most of you are touching the liver, some of you are touching the heart, some of you are touching the spine through that acupressure. Now very gently bring that knee to the chest and very gently release. Now let's do the other side. Now remember, we worked on the left side. We are now working on the right side. Take the time. It's very important. These are the real shoes. And when you walk, not imagine the feet walking through this life and the journey, they also get depleted exactly like your shoes. So you need to re-energize the sole of the feet, spreading the toes, giving them that circulation, giving that energy of the tender and the care. Rotation, flexing, pointing, spreading. Now very gently, knee to the chest and release. Now very gently, shoulders roll back, palms onto the floor, into the back. Very gently take that deep breath and feet pointing onto the floor. And if this is harder, come to a tabletop position. Push the hips up to the ceiling, shoulders relax. Feet together, pointing the feet down. Now, if you're stronger on this, left leg up, higher as possible, left leg up. Take a deep breath in, left leg down, right leg up, 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 right down, very gently coming down the buttocks. Now very gently take that deep breath in and move the hips side to side to release any tension. Now give a good rotation to the wrist. Shake the wrist. I will work on the wrist on another day because these classes take about 2 hours. So shake it. Now very gently stretching your left palm into the front like this and opening up, using the thumb on the back to open up. Now you will feel the tension. Where you feel in the tension, you're going to breathe and you're going to observe what emotions that it's coming up. Breathe. Now take a deep breath in and I want you to clench the left palm and shake it and release. Now very gently right palm facing into the front and flexing further, further, further. Keep those elbows open. Keep that right shoulder down. Breathing into that extension. Breathe. Opening up, opening up. You will feel such a relief when you finish this. Now clench and shake it. Now take that deep breath in, palms facing into the front, interlacing the fingers. Take that deep breath in. Now very gently pointing the little fingers up to the ceiling, thumbs pointing down to the floor, breathing in. Now take that deep breath in, shoulders relax and chest open, and stretching it right up to the ceiling. Behind the ears, take that deep breath in, opening up that rib cage without flaring up the rib cage. Now very gently stretching towards the right a little bit more with that extension. A little bit more to the right. Breathing in back to the center. A little bit more to the left. A little bit more. A little bit more stretch. Palm facing up, not facing down. Back to the center. Spread the wings and coming into the Garudasana right on the top. Very gently sitting on the third eye. Very gently chin up. Very gently bringing that space into engage in your imagination and the spontaneity. Urging you to light up into that space of your inner child. Today is getting out of your comfort zone and having fun. Now take a deep breath in and changing the sides, spreading through the third eye to the crown. And very gently coming into that space, opening up that third eye, intuitiveness, and outrageous, and coming into that space. When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed, and completely comfortable with yourself? Or with what? As I always say, your inner child can be your strongest or your biggest foe. Now very gently spread the wings wider. Shake those hands. Shake those hands. Now take that deep breath in and very gently bring those knees to the chest. Now very gently coming into a standing posture. Rock the spine and come into a standing posture. Now first time you are finding the space of your legs. Now very gently shake the legs. Shake the legs. Now very gently bring that left knee onto the chest. Now very gently taking that deep breath in, left knee comfortably on the chest, give a good rotation. Now very gently holding onto the left knee, right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Breathe. Knee to the chest, breathe. Now both holding with both arms the knee. Now very gently take a deep breath in and lock onto the toe if you can. And stretching into the front. Okay, so very gently, that's correct. Left knee onto the chest, lock onto the toe, take that deep breath in and stretching into the front. Shoulders relax, so breathe. Breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe. Now knee to the chest, holding onto the back, the ankle. Breathe, I think that's I can do that. Stretching the right arm up to the ceiling. Very gently. So Murray, you can do it on lying down also. Yeah. breathe. Now stretching forward, breathe, breathe, breathe. Take a mudra on the right hand. Now very gently knee to the chest, completely breathe out. Shake the legs and release. Now we do the same thing onto the right. Give a good shake first. So holding onto the right knee. Now rotation. Take that deep breath in, stretching that left arm up to the ceiling. Finding that connection. Now thinking that you're gaining that energy into or strongly into your child, helping you to become more confident in standing, and also helping you to be more daring and original and bold, than not to follow anyone but your child. Now very gently bringing if you are stretching to the front, that's what it is. Otherwise stretching to the back, taking a mudra, and very gently coming into that, using that pain to discover your independence, using that struggle to discover your compassion, using that movement to create creativity. Now very gently drop and release, shake the legs. Now very gently rotating the hips wider, 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 wider. Onto the other side, wider. Now take a deep breath in, shoulders relax, shake it. Now holding onto the knees and give a good rotation. But when I'm doing this, I'm actually engaging my pelvic floor and my glutes, so I'm not putting pressure onto my knees. I'm using my thighs that I gain the energy from, and the ankles today, and my feet. And you could see I'm not putting any energy to grind my knees. Now to the other side, wider rotation. Wider rotation. Now take that deep breath, shake the legs into the front. Shake the legs into the front and shake it. Now, very gently, your feet mat width apart, and you're very gently sitting down to open up your space of the bowels. Now, I couldn't do this posture a long time ago because of the operation. Now, shoulders relax and chest open. Very gently, I'm breathing into this space. Chest open. If you need a block or a bolster, please do so. Now I'm going to hold on to my back of the neck, and very gently I'm going to elongate the back of the neck and push my bum up. Now very gently I'm going to hold on to my opposite elbows and moving the head into the front and into the back. But I'm also stretching, using the gravity to stretch my lower back and the middle back and the upper back. Now I'm moving on to side. Wide rotation. Shake the arms, release the tension. Now I'm going to wake up my spine one vertebra at a time. Now I want to strengthen up my spine and give the energy of the confidence that as an adult, I gave it to my child. Shoulders roll back, opening up the back of the neck, back of the head. Now I'm going to clasp my hands in the back and I'm going to push my hips forward, pull my belly in. Now I'm going to take that deep breath in. I'm going to open up my back of the thighs, back of the knees, very gently. Chest, lift up the heart, create space, little bit more, little bit more. Now breath in, I'm coming back into the center. A lot of shakiness is coming up for me. I'm going to interlace in my fingers and I'm going to push forward and release my shoulders up to the ceiling. Take that deep breath, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breath out and release. Now very gently, I'm going to wake up my spine one vertebra at a time. Shoulders relax and chest open. Shoulders relax and chest open. Shoulders roll back, chest open. Shoulders roll back. Now very gently, I'm going to hold on to the here and very gently rotating. Squeeze the back, chest open, pull the belly in. Now I'm going to stretch my neck to the right. Back to the center, onto the left. Back to the center. Now very gently, I'm going to come into a seating posture. Shoulders relax. Just allow the body to ground. Allow the body to relax. Now very gently we have allowed ourselves with that commitment to make our health a priority. And you believe in you are a valuable being and you deserve that brilliant space of health and well-being. Making your health a priority, also giving you an opportunity to examine your thinking. Today, practice is, are you open-minded and willing to explore the root causes of the discomfort? That means this is working on releasing that negativity which may have contributed to your condition. Or the definition of healing is taking a pill and perhaps shutting your body down. It's not what we really want. True healing is for you is listening to the messages your body is trying to give you. Then very gently making the change which can allow you to come into ease with the practice and disease and flow rather than stuckness in your body. So now your meditation is allow yourself to feel your emotion rather than keeping them buried. Many people spend much of their time thinking rather than feeling because they find the experience of feeling is uncomfortable. Now that's why we are allowing you to practice so that unwelcome feeling come up. They try to shut them down by being distracted, watching TV, eating food, talking on the phone, scrolling through the social media, smoking, taking drugs, drinking alcohol. Not that these are against us. Your feeling is holding the key to your well-being, because it tells you what is honoring to you, what is not. And if your life is flowing the way it's meant to, you are moving in that space. Your feeling gives you that opportunity to expand. So take this moment, whether you're breathing, whether you're connecting into this openness, to release that pain. And very gently coming into that space of the ideal weight, ideal health, and very gently to change that, to break down the armor that you have, overprotect yourself. Because this armor is the one that we struggle, and the panic attack comes, the anxiety comes, because it's prevent you from experiencing the health, the natural peace and joy. Now breathe consciously, because many of the people who doesn't practice have a shallow breathing. When you shallow breathing, body suffocate from not having enough oxygen, so it goes into tightness, stagnation, and it works harder. So when you breathe slowly, when you allow the breath to be deep, conscious, you allow the body to turn into a intuition, calming your mind, relaxing, and help to purify the blood, increasing that energy flow. Circulate that energy around your body now through that breathing. Now, very gently, the movement of the practice is to release that complaint of the stagnation, the depression, the uninspired, and maintain that space. Now listen to your body today and see when you need to rest, when you need to play, when you need to have fun, when you need to work. And ask, what are your cycles? When are you at the best? What can you do to make your life more productive? Listen to your seasons in the body. When is the stress and the tension and the fear overwhelmed by the anxiety? And when does the dis-ease set in? Break every couple of hours, if you can, stretching and deep breathing. Even a shorter meditation like this can make a big difference between feeling tired and stagnant and stressed, or feeling healthy and creative and relaxed. Now very gently allow that inner child to bring that creativity, allows you to relax, have fun, explore. Opportunity to learn and expand and discover your talents. Not holding on to the life that you had in the past, but more inspired, more imaginative, more resourceful in areas. Because that fun and creativity prolongs your life. Now, some of you add more color into your life. Color can make people feel heavy and depressed and fatigued, or light, or vibrant and joy. Become aware of what colors make you feel greater. And add those colors into your life. Add those colors into your food. Add those colors into your relationship. Add those colors into a tranquil place that you're going to observe. Now, very gently, if you're blessed and you have come along until this time, make sure you have gratitude as your attitude. Focus on all the great things you have in your life instead of thinking about what you don't have and complaining about lack and limitation. Remember, what you're grateful always grow. What you don't appreciate, it takes away from you to remind you what you had. Now take that deep breath in very gently. Rub those palms. Very gently bring that inner innocence and the smile and the easiness. Very gently taking those hands into a place that giving the priority to be more loosened, more softer. Reason to be smiling, reason to be relaxed, laugh. Whether it's the eyes, whether it's the jaws, whether it's the heart, whether it's the back of the neck. This lightness has benefits. The reason to become a motto of countless people all over the world who participate in this lightness. Now, very gently take that deep breath in and heat up the palms further. And using into an area that you might have come up for you, shoulders relax and just open. And it might be a place that if that little innocence of the child has, what would it say to you? So take some drawings and papers and use not your dominant hand to write things that the inner child want to communicate with you. And also make sure that you write a loving response from that adult you. As a child in you, what he or she needs to feel better, then follow the child's recommendations for you for today. Now very gently take that deep breath in and very gently arms raise onto the crown, cleansing the aura and protecting the space of your home. The energy that you're working with, energy that you're struggling with, bring that light spreading into that area. If it might be a thought, it might be an emotion. For me, it's a dream. So I'm going to bring consciously some space into that subconscious part of my body. Very gently palms onto the namaskar positioning. Gratitude for this realization, understanding, and continuity of the healing. Touch the earth, respect for the Mother Earth that is in much favor in you. Apo, tejo, vayo, patavidhatu. I always say the earth particles, air particles, heat particles are being in favor of you. When they are in balance, there are flooding, there is fire, there is so much imbalances. So have gratitude for that everything is in balance and harmony. And create your vibration into that space of realization and gratitude. Coming out of the posture, palms onto the namaskar position in self-realization. Namaste. Namaste. So before